Hey, what's going on everyone, this is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about the new iOS 17.2. Apple has just made iOS 17 even better with 17.2, and we're still only on beta 1 with beta 2 probably getting released today. I'm very excited to see what that will bring because beta 1 is actually amazing and it brings a ton of big new features and changes. We talked about those on the first video of iOS 17.2, but now we have some more hidden features of iOS 17.2 which are absolutely amazing. And first of all, we're talking about a new feature that Apple has added to Siri with 17.2. So let's say you have your AirPods connected and you receive a message, and that message includes an image. Well, what Siri will be able to do is describe the image that you got on that message to you through the AirPods. So basically, let's say you get an image with a car in it, it will describe the image. You got this image from this person and it includes this like color of a car, something like that. Or if you get a screenshot on a message, it will tell you that you got a screenshot from this person. It's an amazing feature, and a user actually did upload a video on Reddit showcasing this feature. I'll leave that linked right down below so you can go ahead and check it out yourself. It's absolutely an amazing feature to have. The next one will be a feature on the new Journal app. Now, I'm really hoping that Apple in the future will expand this feature to other apps because it's absolutely necessary and very useful to have. So if you go to your settings on iOS 17.2 and you go to the Journal settings, you will find here a section where it says Lock Journal. Now, this allows you to set a passcode and use even Face ID to lock this app. This will actually be amazing. So let's just enter the passcode here. This will be an amazing feature to have, especially in some apps like Messages, or maybe your notes, your emails, some apps that are actually that contain private information. You should have the ability to actually lock those apps with a passcode. Hopefully Apple will move on from Journal to the other apps and add this feature. So you enable the lock right here. You will have here required passcode. You can choose immediately up to 15 minutes and you will be able to actually lock using your Face ID or Touch ID right here as it says, and of course even with a passcode as well. And this is an amazing feature. Again, let's hope this will come to other apps very soon. Now with the new iOS 17.2, we also got live activity for the News app. So if you use the News app from Apple, you will be able to go now to settings and enable live activities here for the News app, and for certain articles you will actually have live activities right on the lock screen of your iOS 17.2 device. On the Weather app on iOS 17.2, we have a new update here. When you go to the hourly forecast and you tap there, it will show you, of course, all the different details, but right here, we also have the totals. So you will see the totals for rain for the past 24 hours, how much it has rained, and then the total for the next 24 hours, how much it will rain in the next 24 hours. Apple has also added a new feature on emergency alerts. So basically this will be available in certain countries, not everywhere. So if you have emergency alerts enabled, you will also have a new option called local awareness right here. Now basically what Apple is doing here is that local awareness will use your approximate location to actually improve the timeline's accuracy and the reliability of the emergency alerts that it will send to your device. Again, you can go to the notifications section on the settings app, just scroll all the way down, and under emergency alerts right there, you will find local awareness, and of course, you can enable it from there. Apple has also made some adjustments to the default video player on iOS 17.2. Now you will find the AirPlay right there, the top left, and even on the landscape mode, and the speed will be right here. So you will have 3 dots to tap right there and it brings up the speed here. Now while on the landscape mode you don't have to press the 3 dots at all, you will still have that button right there going to the playback speed without having to tap the 3 dots. A lot of users have also been reporting stronger haptics on iOS 17.2. Even though in my experience I cannot really confirm this, but a lot of users are reporting actually stronger haptics, which you get on the keyboard and of course when moving through apps and getting notifications and things like that. So if you have haptics enabled, or of course if you have them enabled for your keyboard, the haptic feedback here, you will most likely notice some stronger haptics with iOS 17.2. Another change can be found on the TV app of iOS. So when you go to the TV app and you go to the store here, you will notice that Apple has actually merged TV shows and movies together. So you no longer get like two sections right there. You will have only one section where you will find both the TV shows and the movies as well. Another great new feature that is coming to iOS that has actually been confirmed now, it has been found on the code of iOS 17.2, is that Apple now will be able to actually update the devices in store before selling them. So if you're getting an iPhone that's maybe like produced a month before, it will most likely have an older iOS version and you will have to update it. But with this new feature that Apple has added, employees on the Apple stores will be able to actually update the devices without having to open them at all. So when you get the new device, you will have the latest iOS software. Now when it comes to performance, iOS 17 is of course great, and iOS 17.2 is of course the same as well. You can see right here the performance with Geekbench on Geekbench 6. It's actually amazing. The single core score at 2,945 here, and the multi-core score at 7,393, and this is just beta 1. Until we get this released, actually this update to the public, we will most likely get a way better score than this as well. So it's really amazing to see this great score with iOS 17.2. Now another thing here is of course, which is really important, is battery life. Now here under the battery, we can see the battery times that I got here on the iPhone 15 Pro Max here with 17.2. So you can see this is the last week basically when we got this update from here. You can see with about 65, maybe 70% of battery, 8 hours 31 minutes. Then right here 6 hours 40 minutes with about 50% battery, which is really great. We got about the same here, and then here we have about 60% battery and we have 7 hours 29 minutes. And this is a bit worse here, so it's again not actually that bad. It's about maybe 40% battery. It's actually quite good here, 5 hours 22 minutes. And the last one we have here about 80% battery on 8 hours and 16 minutes. This is actually quite good compared to the previous updates, and it's actually been doing quite well. Hopefully with of course the next few betas, we will be getting a lot better battery life. Now for the next betas, we could expect the beta 2 of iOS 17.2 to be released actually today. I would actually be surprised if Apple doesn't release it today, because it's been a week since they have released the first beta, and I would expect Apple to actually go on a weekly schedule with these updates. Now based on the update that we will get today, if they release it, the beta 2 and the build number of that update, we can predict like more likely when iOS 17.2 will be released to the public. But I would expect actually Apple to release it somewhere here at the beginning of December, probably the 4th, maybe even the 11th. But these 2 weeks right here should be the time when Apple releases iOS 17.2 to the public. So that's basically it for this video, guys. iOS 17.2 is looking to be great. Can't wait for the next betas and see what Apple will add to this update. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, of course, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you on the next one.